So when we were last together, we had like I just threw you in sort of right into the fire, and we didn't finish really sorting our gear out. So did you guys? You were talking about vehicles and things like that. Did you want to finish off that portion? Because we never really did finish sorting out your gear.
Well, we got the UAZ. I remember that. And
Oh yeah.
Like 55 gallons of fuel.
Okay, cool. Well, then we'll
We
stick
also
with that.
had extra rocket launchers, an extra magazine, all of that, and food and water.
Now, which magazines did we pick, though?
For which weapons you mean? Which type of ammo?
Oh no, we only got one reload, and that was for the rocket launcher.
Yeah, that was right.
Yeah, I was going to say I didn't remember getting reloads for anything else, but
I think what you start
Yeah, I think it was just
at war section is all you have.
Yeah. So you have your personal weapon reloads, right? Is it one each?
it's a D6 of personal weapon reloads. I got 6 D6, which is why
Nice.
I'm draped with ammunition here.
That's right.
I have 4 magazines.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
got
mean,
the GPMG.
Yeah, exactly. I've got 1,200 rounds. Well, slightly 1,183
How
rounds
many,
remaining.
How heavy are you? Jeez.
I am carrying exactly how much my character can carry. I cannot carry a single thing more, or I'd be encumbered.
It's awesome. Belts and belts of 7.62 millimeter, right?
Yeah, exactly. I got stopping power.
Yeah, that's for sure. You're the
And,
gunner,
I'm just
basically.
trying to figure out how much does that weigh. What's the caliber?
It's 7.62 by 51, I think.
You try to figure that out. How much that weighs in real life, Ramba? Or in game rules?
He's carrying about 33 pounds of ammunition.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't have a flak jacket, so it is. I am a little lighter that way. I think I am literally just carrying ammunition, the machine gun. I've got a helmet and a uniform and a Polish dictionary, and that's it.
Awesome. Hey, Machine King, did you sort out a character?
Yeah, I got a pair of them, and it's yeah. I can only just update my nickname. It's Gabe is fine.
Okay, cool. Okay. And so we should introduce you guys. You guys can introduce your characters to Gabe. And Gabe, are you in Roll20? Oh, I haven't
I'd like
sent you a
to, but I
link.
didn't get the link. I
Yeah,
couldn't find it.
Yeah, sorry. I'll send that to you right now.
Thanks.
I'll put it in Discord, okay?
Yeah, you just want to DM me or whatever. That's fine.
63.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I mean, there was a thing where they just showed like soldiers from antiquity to modern day and all the bullshit they had to carry, like 100 pounds worth of equipment.
Yeah.
Thank you. There we go.
If only they had fucking deferments for the Canuck due to him playing hockey, because holy shit. Probably were like a defensive lineman.
I was the enforcer in my beer league. Yeah, that's my character. Yeah, Jim was the enforcer.
You just when everyone gets on your side, you just bump into them, even if they didn't have the fucking puck.
Bump into them. He starts moving and he's got so much inertia, he just plows right through them.
Brothers from the Mighty Ducks.
So we had a medic with us last time. That was Mecha Pants, but I don't think he's joining us today.
All right.
And Gabe, you said you might have to split out a bit early today.
Yeah, I got the times wrong, but so
Yeah,
I have
no problem.
another thing at like at 1 my time, so that's in 2 hours. But I'm happy to join you for a little while.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
just try out the system, maybe. So things go.
Cool. So we have Cody is recording it, and he's operating a Izzy.
Mhm.
And Cody, do you we'll just quickly introduce your character.
Izzy.
David.
Izzy is a crazed demolition expert who's happiest when she's just blowing something up. She's the group's anti-tank and close quarters specialist. And she goes by basically anything, ranging from... her name is Isabella Haggard, but she goes Isabella, Izzy is, Haggard, Hags, basically anything, so...
And then Ramba's got he's sort of the highest ranking member of the crew.
Technically, that's only because I'm very gregarious and people think it is. Actually, it's just a private. Catsfed is apparently was once part of the opposing force and then apparently became the leader of the group because he apparently knows how to talk to strangers when we're going around. And Russia is still lingua franca in like Poland, even after like 30 years or so when they get independent.
Yeah. Cool. Then your character's name was Izzy, right? Izzy Katzman. Cool. And then we have guest informants characters Jake Ramsey. Is that right?
Yep.
Cool.
Jake Ramsey, the street kid turned sniper in the special forces.
Cool. And then Canucks Jim Goodine. Is that right? He's Nova Scotian.
Yeah, he's from Nova Scotia. He's a Canuck that's ended up out here. He ended up a machine gunner just because he was the biggest guy in his hockey league, and he's just trying to keep everyone safe and trying to get back home.
Cool.
And you said you have you were the one with Izzy as a buddy?
Yep, I'm the one with Izzy as a buddy.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry, just trying to learn like names and characters still. So.
And
Yeah,
so,
I'm from the Great White North, eh?
And then your new character, Gabe.
Yeah, so I didn't. You said to bring up the two characters, so I made a U.S. Army operator sniper and just like a Polish civilian teenager. Which one do you guys think could? So you got like a runner character or like a sniper. It sounds like you guys already got a decent good sniper.
Yeah, so far. But whichever you'd like to.
Sharpshooter. I mean, both are fine.
Yeah, so just go ahead and pick one. It's with us, Gabe.
Sure. Well, why don't we go with the Polish character? So I guess the character would be Berta Owiska. I guess she was, she's a 16-year-old, Polish civilian. Grew up, childhood right before the fall of communism in Poland, and kind of troubled teens during the transition to capitalism, and of course the new war economy. Her parents were doctors that were ended up kind of being drafted by the war effort, and I think she probably lost them in the bombing of Kalisz. So I don't know, you guys probably found her or something, and she can stick along. And I'm going to rearrange my skills real quick to give her rearrange a skill to give her a slightly better medical aid, since you have that gap. I think she
Cool.
was drafted, kind of was helping on with that as things got pretty desperate.
Awesome.
I can think of a good way. I mean, there was that we were on that cart with the old dude. If she was also with the old dude.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, the old guy was not necessarily, doesn't have to be related, but there was the guy driving the cart. You weren't here obviously last week, Gabe, but the players had all caught a ride in this old man's hay wagon, basically, and they were trying to just make sure it was a covered wagon. It was a good way to surreptitiously cross some portion of territory that might be crawling with Russians, and they got ambushed by Russian marauders, and the old guy got killed.
All right.
Okay.
But yeah.
Look at locals that were the marauders.
Say again, sorry?
Oh, you said they were speaking Polish.
Oh,
Then,
right. Sorry. Polish marauders.
Don't worry, viewers. We know the distinction.
Yeah, that's important. So I thought on the map we'd just maybe start you just at the tree line here on the southern hex, southeast of Calais. When through the night there was huge firefights, and artillery falling, um, tracers arcing through the dark, just reaching out through the trees and woods. And you guys were scattering south after hearing your order to just you're on your own. And you find yourselves in the woods the next morning. Sun's not quite up yet, still a little bit dark, and that's where we'll start you guys. So I'll just use this little marker for your location. And now the kind of the rules for the hex crawl. You're probably going to have some kind of encounter every hex, which is pretty interesting. And I think that, but not all of them will result in sort of fisticuffs. But I think the rules said you basically have assign a task for everyone in your group. You guys might have read some of these rules already. But if you're traveling south and the day has sort of shifts, is broken up into 4 sort of shifts. There's let me just kind of find that real quick.
Travel rules are on, 133 on the PDF. So, weather is fine.
Say again, sorry.
What's the weather?
Yeah, the weather. D6, right? Let's just roll it. So,
On a success, it changes towards rain.
so it looks like it's just overcast, essentially. No rain yet. And go ahead.
I'm just looking at here. We also have different speeds when going through different stuff. So, we want to go through the woods or use the road.
I think we got the firepower to take the road. We got a fast jeep. We can get out of here if we're in trouble.
Yeah.
That's true. Now, the latest intel you received, though, was that Soviet divisions and the remnants of that Soviet force was directly to the east. So the main road you have traveling to the southeast could be a sketchy route. There's a slighter, there's a bigger chance you would run into Soviet forces heading east, but you're welcome to take it.
What's your guys's what's the goal? What city are you guys heading to?
I don't think we've discussed
Yeah,
that.
I don't think we were really elaborated on it.
Now, if you want, you could. Yeah, there is no goal right at the current moment except was to survive or to get away from the carnage near Calais. But if you guys wanted to talk about your big dreams at this point,
Well, I
What
mean, the
about you?
big thing would be perhaps Warsaw might still be around. So we can take this, get down to Tirads, and then go through Lodz. We could
That's
be able
actually
to get.
pronounced Wooge, by the way. I did some research on it. For a
Nice.
book.
Luge.
Wooge.
Yeah, the L is like a W.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's interesting. How do you pronounce Warsaw? I really need to work on my Polish pronunciation. That's tough.
Well, I mean, no, it's because the novel I was working on, the main character is stationed near Wooge, so
Cool.
that's how I had to. That's how I know.
Okay, so Catsman is suggesting heading through Łódź to Warsaw. That's one option.
I don't agree though. If we know that Soviets are in the east, possibly we want to head south, maybe towards Krakow. I mean, we know that the fighting's in Calais. Maybe the fighting's not in Krakow.
Actually, wait. Is the free city of Krakow?
Yeah. You've heard rumors of that Krakow having declared independence, a city in the south of Poland.
Trying to find Krakow.
Well-
Okay, there it is.
What if we go up to Sferads or Serads or that place and that one, and see how it looks. I mean, maybe we can tell or hear from the locals there if Wooge is safe, and if it is, then we could go there. But if it's not, then maybe we head south.
Really depends what they mean by what we mean by safe, because it might also be like, oh yeah, it's fine, except there was a nuke drop there and it's all radioactive.
Well, does it glow at night?
You should be glad if it glows. Then you have like a physical indicator of the danger.
That's at night. You can mostly see the city from a distance, right? Anyways, the lights reflecting on the. I guess there's no lights anymore, no electricity, right? But if there was a glow still, I guess that would be a big prime indicator, a green glow against the clouds.
Any sort of electricity is going to be like generators converted to running out.
Yeah. But there's no more like highway street lights, or everything's dark at night, pitch black.
I mean, our car has headlights, though, right?
Your car does have headlights. It also has most military vehicles have a sort of a blackout driving light, which is sort of it's a light near the grille that is hooded and sort of shines on the road. You get about 15 feet of illumination if you're driving slow at night.
How many hexes of gasoline do you guys have?
We have 55 gallons.
How many hexes is that?
Let's check the vehicle.
Probably a lot with the UAZ.
Now, it's depending on terrain, it can double or triple your usage. So you'd be surprised how quickly it can go. Let's just check the UAZ and the fuel consumption. Here we go.
It might be a good short-term goal, is just to keep making sure that we don't have to walk to whatever we want to go on foot.
Mm-hmm. So the fuel consumption is.
It actually has alcohol. We can work and all. So yeah, I think I posted what is the most important thing for our decision. Where's the best meal to get?
Yeah.
So maybe Krakow is the way to go.
I think Krakow sounds like a good
We have
destination.
a lot of ground to cover
Hey, we'll
to
get-
get there.
Munchies, a couple of pierogies, all of that'll be good.
Yeah, you guys all have some rations and food, right? And you need 1 unit of water a day, and I forget what the food is. Food unit, but
Fucking shit.
yeah, food's important.
What you have to do is here. So go through here, then south, and then east. So we get to Setsosha.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically 150 kilometers straight to get there, but
Yeah, lots of country between there and where your current location is. But that's fine. You can head straight south, or you could take the road like you were suggesting towards Sirads. Okay, so we got a general plan. Head east and then south.
I think that sounds good, yeah.
Okay. So you have there's 5 of you, is that right? Yeah. And you can all pile into this UAZ without too much difficulty. Though you're shoulder to shoulder in the back. And you've got a little bit of room for extra gear. You can choose to drive with the top down or the roof up. That's your choice.
Well, it looks like it might rain today.
Yeah.
Judging by my incredible weather prediction ability. So maybe we should drive at the top up.
The forecast says 10% rain, so it's going to rain.
Yeah. If it's anything like
So-
Nova Scotia.
Yeah, it's like that sounds amazing. Whenever you talk of Nova Scotia, it sounds like a magical land.
It is a magic land.
Love Nova Scotia.
So we will we'll just head east. Now, this is where the kind of they have discussions of the rule when you're travelers and who's on watch, etc. So
I have pretty good recon. I can be on watch.
cool.
Is there a post mounted in this UAZ for a machine gun?
No, there's no pintle on this one.
We should think about getting one added. I mean, I've got the M240. That's a pretty good vehicle mounted.
Yeah, true. But you'd have to have the roof down and.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be
everything.
useful today, but it would be
Right.
useful in general.
So we
Yeah,
can
totally.
only really use it when it's not raining. I don't know. If this is like
Yeah.
London sort of weather, where it always rains.
And so let's set the seating arrangement. So who's going to be a driver?
I have no skill in driving. I should not drive.
Yeah, I have no
I've
skill in
no-
driving, but I have a D10.
No skill in
Okay.
driving either.
Necessarily need a skill in it, of course, to drive. Everyone knows how to drive, but we'll just rely on your base attribute if the kind of skill check required.
So then, who's got the highest base attribute?
I got a D8. It's probably you, Cody, or
Yeah.
probably you, Izzy.
Okay, so Izzy's like, Izzy takes the wheel. So, do I do a
So
do I do a roll for it, or do I just drive?
you only have to roll your driving if there's some kind of challenge required, like if you get stuck or there's an act of some kind. But I think I'm just going to check it also. When you're traveling on the UAZ's got a travel speed of 10. This is per shift. The shift is essentially the 6 hours. So you can get quite a distance, 100 kilometers, 10 hexes. And so we'll go 1 hex at a time, of course. Now the fuel consumption per hex is 2. And actually, I'm not sure if that's alcohol or... Good question. I think that's alcohol, but it could be regular gas.
Yeah, we're talking about a communist vehicle. Those things basically always have to be like maintain 110%. Like you can't like replace it. So odds are it probably uses alcohol.
Yeah.
Like you could
So
just
they,
put alcohol and it'll be fine. That sort of thing.
right. Yeah, fuel consumption in liters hex driven. And if you go off road, fuel consumption. So also, if you go off road, you're going to also have an amount of travel hex. So you can only go 6 hexes per, off road. So, and driving at night also halves the effect. So quite a lot of potential modifiers to driving. The vehicle lists is your maximum travel speed in 10-kilometer hexes per shift. Okay. So that means in the first hex, you guys are basically planning to take the road along this way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to roll an encounter. That's okay. And so there's pall of smoke drifting across the land as you head out in the morning on the road. For each hex, it consumes 2 of your
Fuel.
alcohol fuels. They're hard to come by, but of course, it takes a lot of time to build it because you need a still and everything. You guys don't have a still.
And more importantly, we're gonna have to stop at villages to do some favors all of it. So I got texts, so I can actually go around and like offer to fix stuff up for them, the villagers, for alcohol.
Right. Okay. And so it just consumes 2 fuel consumption for that first hex. And then, if there's encounters, you as a character, you always get to roll, or whoever's recon, whoever's sort of the lookout during a drive, is able to do a passive recon roll. And if you're successful in that recon roll, you get a chance to see any sort of obstacle before they see you. So who was lookout again? Was that
That's me.
Jake?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're welcome to roll in roll 20 if you want, or you can roll in the Discord table 1. I could go back for you guys if you want to see how that works.
Website.
No, there's no modifiers. I think it should be a straight up roll. Oh, so that's 2 successes. Nice. So you're driving.
Nice.
You're driving along to the east, and are you driving like at a fast speed or sort
Yeah,
of
Izzy's
a
just gunning
medium
it.
speed? Okay. So let's just keeping watch, passive roll, and Jake's character is on. I guess your front passenger seat. Eh?
What?
Yeah, I would guess
Your
passenger
M240
seat.
out the window. Okay. So you don't have binoculars or anything like that, right?
I do,
In your
yeah.
kit? Or you do? Nice.
Yep.
So every once in a while you got the binoculars out, and up ahead through the haze you see some items on the road along a tree line that looks slightly suspicious. It looks like there is some signs on the road, like planks of plywood with spray painted red words that say "Minin," and they're propped up in the middle of the road. There's a
Alright.
tree line. There's some. It looks like some junk. There's a burned out vehicle, and you know also some. Looks like maybe cooking smoke coming up from near the ditch. Now the distance is quite a ways at this point. Let me just find that. So yeah, 2d10 times 2. Let's roll that real quick. Oh, that's not that far. So that's in meters. So just 60 meters, we'll say you rounded a slight bend in the road, and just a mere 60 meters away, you spot this, but your vehicle is not that noisy. You have a chance if you want to stop and pull off the road or not, but that's your call at this point.
Yeah, okay. Izzy, hold up for a second. We got something coming up here.
No. And then she just like slams the brake. So
Just light up the rubber, or you sort of gently slow down.
just like full stop.
Okay. Here, I'll switch you guys around to the map here.
Izzy's interpretation of the English language doesn't have a word for subtle.
Okay. So, move you over to this map. So you should be able to see sort of a Polish countryside map. And I'm going to put you guys on the map. The scale should be correct. This is about 10 meters per hex. I think it might be a bit bigger, but let's see if I snap. Yeah, more or less. Well, it might be 20 meters. Let's see, what did I set this at? Yeah, this is 20 meters per hex. So it's quite a bit of a distance. And I'm gonna set you guys up just right here on the road. Oops. Heading east. Oh. Give you a little vehicle here. Oops. Fat devil. Oh shit. My page restarted. Zoomed in too hard. Okay. Here we go. Pretty small vehicle. There we go. Oh man, this when the tokens get small, select. But I think I'll just make this a drawing so we don't have to worry about the dots and everything.
If you want it to be exactly on the road, I think you can just do like a shift and then drag it over to it.
Yeah, it's just option or something like that, right? Yeah. So it's tiny. So you get the picture. This is up here at this irrigation channel is where you see those signs. So you haven't seen any person, Jake. You didn't see anyone. You saw some cooking fire, it looked like some of the white smokes sort of drifting up from the ditch on the south side of the road. And here, this bridge over the irrigation channel is these couple of plywood signs with spray paint put up on the edge. So you can see them kind of like there. You can see some smoke drifting up from the ditch side here, and there's just like a wrecked car sort of in the ditch on the left side as well.
What languages are the? If we can see it, what language you said it was said mine, but what languages is it written in?
Polish.
Just Polish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So vehicle stopped, engines idling down the road through the haze. The fields surrounding looking empty and bare. Maybe a couple dead cows here and there, but otherwise, it's all quiet in the vehicle.
Okay, yeah, I'll point out the smoke.
Okay.
See, we got signs of life up here.
Okay. What I would like is if someone could go ahead and check it out. That'd be good. And see if there is more danger. Perhaps this is like ambush spot.
Izzy grabs her shotgun out of the back. You had me in danger. I'll do it.
I'll go with you.
Cool. Okay, so vehicle stays stopped and a few dismounts get out. Is that right?
Yeah, Izzy and Jim.
Okay, cool. All right. And sort of plot your route where you want to go.
Is that hex grid accurate?
Distance. From
Okay,
here.
yeah,
So
yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're like 400 meters away.
That's why I was confused.
That's like 300.
I just thought we were 60 meters away. That's all.
Just maybe 4 down there. Yeah, we'll revise that. Or if let's speed thing up, we can get you closer. We'll put you up here at the sort of the tree line, closer to the tree line, and then that's quite a bit closer. Then we'll have to do like
What's
5
Jim-
minutes of
Jim, what's your
overland
rank?
travel.
I'm a sergeant.
Oh, okay. I wasn't planning on pulling rank. I was just curious. Izzy's a corporal.
I'm also a sergeant.
Oh, okay.
Well, Jim is a Canadian sergeant,
That is
so
true. Yeah, so we're basically.
Matt,
So you
staff sergeant in American terms.
Oh.
So for Canadian ranks, you just times that rank by 2 to get the American equivalent.
Roughly, they have a master corporal rather than the sort of useless American sergeant.
Oh, I'm offended.
I don't know. A staff sergeant's the one that does sergeant duties.
I'm just joking.
So for all intents and purposes, if we use the American rankings, Jim is like a warrant officer in that ranking thing. Then
No, Jim is a staff sergeant in American ranks.
oh yeah, don't go to the conversion table.
I'm going off of my knowledge and what someone posted a conversion table in the military channel. Under Army, you'll see Canada Sergeant. Oh, there's no equivalent. No, there is an equivalent in American ranks. Yeah, down to the bottom, Staff Sergeant. It's looking at Danish for some reason. So Canada's
you're not
up the
looking
top
at the
there. Yeah, the American one is the Staff Sergeant. He's a E6.
Or you're breaking up a little bit in your mic there.
Oh, he's E6. I'll see if I've got noise suppression on or anything.
Okay.
No, but yeah, he should be E6.
Who is he?
Equivalent.
Or, oh no, wait, your character, mind.
Yeah. Anyone else having any audio issues? You
No.
guys can hear Kanako okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
You're breaking up a bit to
Yeah,
me,
it's just
John.
Let me change headphones here. All right, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot better.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, cool. Let me see if also I might have my Rule 20 audio settings on. Nope, they're disabled. Okay, we're good. Let's see if that works any better.
Here, I'll say some words, see if I come through clearly now. Maybe you can hear me better now. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can hear you great. Cool. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Well, that helps. Okay. So who got out? It was Jake and Izzy?
No, not me.
Jim
sorry.
and Izzy.
Is he-
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, from this point, whoops. Let's see. We are, make sure I'm on the right map. So yeah, about 160 meters. Now, do you guys want to get down to the ditch or just approach on the road? Because there's a fairly deep ditch here. If you were to go down into it, it would be about just your head would be, maybe shoulders would be visible from the other ditch across the road.
Well, do we want to go on the north ditch since they're in the south ditch?
Yeah, that's a good call. Either side, both ditches are the same.
What do you think, Izzy? I'm thinking north ditch.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna get out and have my rifle ready, aimed towards there, just in case anything pops off.
Okay. So you're gonna just stay standing by the Jeep?
Yep.
Okay.
Could go prone and get set up for a sniping shot.
So Izzy was the original driver, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not Berta. She's not a very great shot, but she has a decent agility. So I'm gonna slip into if no one else does, I'll take the cue and slip in the driver's seat just in case we need to make a rat get out of here real fast.
Would you be able to also change your like display name to your character's name and then your
I don't
name?
have a character sheet.
Well, no. I'm
No,
talking
no,
about
no.
like you rename
Just the name.
yourself to your.
Oh, in roll 20.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can do that without a character sheet.
No, you can.
as
Yeah, you
Yep.
can. We
Yep,
don't have
over-
issues.
Hit the gear icon, display name, and then basically.
Oh
Like,
yeah, there we go.
like mine
Sure.
is this.
Forgot about that. I normally DM on roll 20, so I don't have to worry about that stuff. There we go.
Yeah, I think that's true for most of us here.
Mhm.
Can I do an avatar without a character sheet? No.
No, we can't.
No,
do
you'd have to. Yeah.
John, you should give me a character sheet.
Yeah, we don't actually have any.
We don't have one.
They haven't made one.
Yeah.
Yet.
Oh, then how are you guys all with getting photos?
Oh, I just changed my whole Roll20 global avatar.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, maybe. Props for going the distance on doing that, but
Okay, so we got Jim and Izzy down in the north ditch, traveling east. You just guys are going at a walk, or are you going to try and be stealthy, or do a sneaky approach, or just kind of a cautious walk?
I mean, you said that just our shoulders are just our shoulders are visible, right? If we hunch over, we could probably
That's
stay.
right.
I don't think we need to really be that quiet, especially if they're cooking. But I think we can probably just hunch over and not be visible.
Yeah, sounds good. So I'm gonna just as you're approaching up, I'll switch you to this other map here. This is just sort of a close up, and this is the bridge right here.
yeah, the car's right here.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, I don't actually have a perfect map. We'll say this is the car over here, down the road a ways, and yeah, the road continues off this way, of course, and I'll get some little tokens on the map here for you. I think I have Izzy here, and got a few other characters tokened on here, and we can do one for Berta too. Let's say this is Berta.
Sure.
And we'll kind of scale these down, something like that, so they're a little bit more flexible on the map. And if you want to avoid them snapping to a grid, you just hold down Option. You guys might be aware of that.
I can't control my token.
Yeah, I need to reassign them.
Okay, we'll do.
What is it on Windows? Probably Alt then.
Yes. So let's see. Okay, and this will be okay. So pick a character. I set them to all players can control. So just pick one as yours, and we'll make sure we use the right one. You might need to zoom in a little bit to get the because they have little individual numbers identifying them. So this, for instance, this guy's number 5. This one's well, that's identifiable because it's yellow. This is number 6, I think. So on the road, there are some signs, sort of that yellow plywood, and they're set up sort of like with braces holding them up, aimed to the west, and they have red printing on them. And down here in the ditch to the south, and the south ditch was where you could see this kind of smoke coming out. And yeah, we can start from there.
All right.
So-
From here, I'd like to make a recon roll, see what I see.
Okay.
Something, I guess.
Yeah, got a success. You see, first you hear like what sounds like stirring in a pot, like potware, ceramic or iron, like tuk, 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 and then you see what looks like the back of someone's head just in a ditch on the south side. Just pop up for a second. It looks like an American helmet. Just glimpsed for a second. You saw that familiar shape. You recognize it anywhere. And then he ducks back down. You didn't see a face, so you're looking at the back of his head or her head.
Hey, Izzy. I think they might be friendlies.
Ooh.
All right. So you said the road is about chest height here, right?
Yeah, it's just a sort of upper chest, yeah.
Could I set up my machine gun on the bipod on the road while standing in the ditch? How
you'd be
steep
more
is
like,
the ditch, basically?
that's about 45 degrees up to the road. So you'd probably lay down. If you were gonna set your bipod on the road, like on the asphalt, you'd probably be laying down in the on the bank of the ditch.
Okay, that makes sense. Izzy, do we want to call out to them? I guess I can cover them while they come out.
Is it just shrugs? You want me to go signal?
Sorry, what?
Well, no, she's basically asking like, you want me to go see?
If you
I
want to
think you
go
just said-
see, I'll. Well, I was thinking we just yell out to them, but if you want to go see, I'll cover you.
I mean, out of character, like, what the hell would we yell to him?
If you ask Catson, you'd be like, talk about American football, yeah? You like football. Or
All right, you go
hamburger,
take-
cheeseburger. Hot dog.
All right, you get ready. I think we just yell. I don't think we want to get too close.
Okie doke.
All right, so I'm gonna set up my machine gun and lay down on the side and watch over,
Okay.
and then yell, "Hey, you Yanks! What are you doing over there?"
G.I. Joe!
That's right.
No,
Okay,
she yells that and then she just like waves like Forrest Gump.
Okay, so you see, there's the activity that you could hear earlier stops, and then you see that you see the helmet peek up, just come up to a road level, and you catch a glimpse of some dark sunglasses, and
Very
and
American.
yeah, and you hear a voice shout out, just yells out. But it sounds like Polish accent,
Oh,
and it yells out in Polish, "Mines, mines! Can't come closer!" And then the head ducks back down. So, moment of confusion. And the head pops back up and scans around. You don't see a weapon or anything. And he sees the truck down the road.
oh no.
And then you see this character clamber out of the ditch onto the road. Doesn't have a long arm or anything that you can see. Let me just throw this guy in here. Oops. And he's got a stick with a white flag on it, and he's holding up the white flag. Oops. And kind of walks out onto the road, and he holds up the white flag, and he's wearing Polish uniform. He's got an American helmet on, and he walks out into the middle of the road and he waves his flag. He doesn't look like he's even seen Izzy and Jim in the ditch yet. He's looking at the truck, and he yells, "Yeah, no, come this way." He speaks some broken English.
Does he have a weapon on him?
He just has a stick. So unless you want to pick him up due to just having a stick with a surrender flag on it, go ahead. It'll be that scene from Saving Private Ryan with those Czech soldiers begging not to be shot at.
Oh man, I don't know if we're ready to sink to war crimes in session 2.
I think that Nova Scotia is going to be the western moral center of the party for the western side.
So my mistake. He didn't say out in English because he didn't see any English. He just sees the Soviet Jeep, and he yelled out in Polish, "Mines." But
I'm going to consult my Polish dictionary and say, "Przyjazdan to ustarzko blisko," which I think I'm saying stop. That's close enough. That's what Google Translate tells me.
You know what? I am going to have Berta translate for me, as we'll just say, okay, we can understand you, and I'm going to use Berta to translate whatever he says in Polish to us.
Okay. Well, he notices now the Americans in the ditch.
Hey, I'm not. Ja Kanutski.
It's all the same, right? That's all the same.
I am Izzy, and the planet of America. I come in peace. Prepare to be probed.
Okay, so he sees you guys in the ditch, and let's see, how far away is that, basically? So it's only,
it's in shotgun range.
1,000 meters, yeah. That's all that matters, right? So he kind of waves at you with his left hand. He's got his right hand's got this flag in it, and he says, "You can't cross, but you're welcome to come closer and talk." So he's speaking some English now. "You American?"
Some of us.
Says, "Why, you have meat," and he pats himself on the chest. "You have meat, the bridge troll." And he laughs. He might be a little drunk.
Bridge troll. What is your toll to cross?
"Well, let's talk. What you have? You must have gas. You have ammunition."
What ammunition you need? We can talk.
"Well, I need all Soviet 5.54. You have? I take. And no funny business, because I am covered. And you are covered." And he gestures vaguely behind his back. He says, "This flag, if it comes down, then you're in big trouble."
I'm going to do a recon roll to see if I can see this cover.
Sure.
Dude seems a little too crazy to actually have cover here.
It's one of those bluff things.
He's standing out in the middle of the road. Can't we just pop him?
Well, no, he's talking about the flag he's holding in his hand. If we shoot him, it comes down. Well, I can't see shit.
Meaning that his friends that are basically in a sniping position can just go fire.
Yeah. So he's saying basically, he gestures over to the woods southeast, and basically the gist is, hey, don't mess with me or you're gonna be in trouble.
But we're in cover, and he's standing out in the middle of the road.
That's true.
Yeah, but if they got a rocket launcher,
Which I have too.
yeah, but
The
that means our
thing
Jeep is gone.
This is the sort of poker game, but he's being used as bait, and if you decide to just be like, fuck this, we still have to cross the minefield. So we can talk with him. Let's see. What I'm going to ask is, he knows the way across the minefield?
Yeah, you guys do notice, though, for the first time over in the southeast corner here, there's a tank. It's a T-72.
Easy prey.
And it's parked in the tall grass. It looks camouflaged, and he gestures towards it. You guys see that over there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And go ahead.
I'm gonna whisper to Izzy. Hey Izzy, you think you can make that shot?
I assume that's a rhetorical question.
Big,
So
big
you
words
see-
for someone who doesn't speak English.
So wait, hold on. How far can that tank shoot?
Kilometers.
Kilometers?
Yeah, with the main gun.
Jesus.
Well, it's a main tank.
I know. But
Main tank round.
Jesus. So my dragon has a range of 25.
That's short range in hexes.
That's 250 meters. You could hit it short range.
Yeah,
Now, are you carrying your dragon with you, or
Oh,
is this a
you
man?
you bread and butter believe it.
Okay, so the guy says, so if you want to pass, we do trade, eh? And then you can go on your way.
1 second. I used to actually work with machinery. Do you need someone to look into to make sure your friend is fine?
My friend? He looks at you quizzically.
I mean, he pointed out the tank to us, right?
Yeah. So my tank's fine, he says. Top notch, 100%. Fully operational.
Does the engine run?
All fully operational. Top notch. Big trouble. And he's still... Go ahead.
I'm
Which village is he from? So let me roll that sort of persuasion to just get him to just be like, yeah, we'll just get into a sort of casual conversation.
I was going to do the exact same thing. I'll let you go first.
Oh wow, 3 successes as I just try to get his really get him comfortable, being like, yeah, we're actually trying to get down to Krakow. You got some people over there and all that on the way.
He says, "Oh, I've been to Krakow." He says, "You're speaking in English, right?"
That's Russian, the broken English, perhaps having Berta translate for me into Polish too, if it has to be.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, so he says, "Yeah, I'm from Whoosh."
I'm not, I
Thanks,
don't
Cody.
think I'm over there, so I'm not sure. I can't really help.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still at the Jeep. Unless you
Yeah,
give
but
me
so
a
is
hand,
he.
I'll come over.
I think you're still in talking range for this.
yeah.
You're
Let's
sort
say
of
we're.
shouting like you're at a drive-through.
Mhm. Yeah. He says, "I've been to Krakow. I don't like it." He makes some insult about one of their sports teams, and yeah, this is my backyard now, and like I said, you pay the toll, you go through, no problems. I like you.
see here. We probably got like AKM ammo. Would that be fine from the previous engagement?
Yep, totally. You got 5 reloads, and you've also got RPK and a AKM.
Hey, what's your name, man? I think we can make a deal. I think we can do this. And then I check my dictionary and I say Zawir Rami Umoy, which is supposed to be we make a deal.
And he goes, yeah. And so he says, I lower my flag now in a certain way and tank not kill you. So he lowers his flag down beside his hip in sort of like a, I don't know, like a cheerleader type style. and then he tucks it into his combat pants side pocket, and he rubs his hands together. He says, come on up.
Okay, I leave the machine gun with Izzy, and I walk up unarmed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to stand like, a good 10, 15 meters away from him. I'm not going to come right up to him.
Okay. You're going to be like up here somewhere?
Yeah, exactly. Here, I'll move myself.
Okay. Okay,
I'm
so
going to say, we just ran into some, how you say, unlucky souls. And we have some, we have a couple magazines for an AKM or maybe an RPK that, whatever you need.
well, yeah, all that is good. All that ammunition, those magazines would be full.
Yep, I'm not manipulating them today, but
I think I'll try and get the negotiation going for that. So, would you just let me know, Jim, about that?
Yeah, I'll shout back for. I guess we probably should have worked this out, but yeah, we'll work it out when I make a deal. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I think we have 2 full mags. I think that will work well for you.
2
for AKM.
Come on, you look.
Full, top notch.
He counters. You look full platoon here. Platoon. You have much more ammo. Hey, I see you have machine gun even. But we talk about AK ammo. Let's say 10 magazines. And he gestures over towards his little ditch, which looks like actually more of a dugout now that you're closer. You can see it's got sort of a trench system that goes down under the bridge. And but so yeah, you one of you come forward, 10 magazines, and leave them here. And he points at his little ditch dugout. And then I move mines, and off you go.
10 magazines. You've got to be kidding me. All you're doing is moving a couple mines. What's it to you? I mean, we've got a child to take care of. Have you no decency? However,
I can hear that. I roll my eyes very hard.
Okay, excuse me for a sec. Is there any way, like, while this is going on, Izzy can move into these trees? Like,
You could. It would have to be a stealth roll, and there would be a passive chance for him to notice you. But it's tall grass. It's overgrown. You're a soldier, so trained soldier. You have a chance to get by there without him noticing you. Sure.
Okay, so that would be mobility.
Yeah, actually, it's a recon roll.
Recon, okay.
Yeah, use recon in this game for stealth and things like that.
Do I get any modifiers?
Yeah, do you have let me just check.
Is my life in danger? Can we get a buddy modifier here?
It's a good question. You don't feel like you're particularly in danger. This guy seems pretty. It is tense though, because there's a tank off there in the woods. So, but I think I just want to check real quick. The stealth, yeah. So you would roll mobility anyways, plus your recon. Do you have recon, Izzy?
Yeah, Izzy's got a D6 in recon.
So yeah, you would roll your agility, which is the whatever your agility is,
Okay.
D10, D12,
Yeah, agility is
and
D10.
your skill roll for
Okay.
recon together.
D10 plus D6. Any bonuses?
Yeah, I'll give you you'll be able to up your higher dice for that buddy roll.
Alright, so it
Does that
goes
make
to
sense?
D12 plus D6.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, yeah, nice.
Nice. So you got one success. That's good. You can push it if you want for extra successes, but and then this guy doesn't have a recon skill, but he does have his regular int, which I guess he would use.
I don't know
Recon,
that he has
think,
that
right?
much intelligence.
And
Does he suffer a penalty for being drunk?
He does have just a regular roll, but he
failed.
does not succeed. So, Izzy, yeah, you are moving along through the tall grass, the overgrown bushes and trees, and you come across like a big junk pile, like yeah, you got to walk carefully, yeah, because there's all of this gear, scrounged junk, piles of it in the woods here. Some of it broken, some of it actually might be good, but you tiptoe your way around that. And then anybody else? You're just observing,
Well,
and
she's
Jake,
trying to. Izzy's trying to do a couple things. First of all, just to sort of get in a position where she could, like outfox the guy to see what he has, see what's under the bridge, and then get a better shot at the tank if she were to attack it.
Okay, that's cool. You do see behind the plywood there, up on the road, you spy a big, looks like some kind of mine. Could be anti-vehicle mine, but looks pretty rusty. And under the bridge, it looks like there's a worn path through the bushes that circles around underneath that bridge. And
Is
Jim,
there
you're
any ammo?
over here on this side. You don't see any boxes of ammo or even loose rounds. And Jim, you're talking with the guy, right, on the road?
Yep. Yeah.
And
So I'm going to say, all right. I will be generous, even though, of course, we've got a starving child and all these poor people, and we just want to get home. And there's only so much we can give to everyone who's got a bridge and a tank mine, but we can give and I look like I'm really searching hard in my soul. I look, distraught, hand on the forehead and everything. I can give you 4 magazines.
4
Top of the line.
4. Hey, that's better. But life sucks for all. How you Americans say, embrace the suck. Hey, how about 8? 8, and then we have deal.
8.
Never
That's 8. That's less than. You have hardly moved. No, if you were going to deal like.
How about 7? He says. He's looking a little frustrated. He takes a little flask of some kind of vodka and takes a swig.
What about 5? And I'll give you a couple rations.
Oh,
no,
he perks up. Wait. You said wait. You said rations. Do you have those meal ready to eat? And he pumps his fingers into his palms, like gimme.
Oh, well, in that case,
I think we need to let him know is Anskis ate all the chocolate. It's all that's left.
No more M&Ms. Yeah.
Well,
yes,
if you would prefer, I will give you 3 rations and 3 magazines. If you want rations more.
Yeah, that sounds good. How about 4 magazines, 3 rations, and we're done. Deal. And he starts walking towards you with his hand out.
3 rations, 3 magazines. That is our deal.
How about how about 3 magazines, 3 rations, and you leave the girl? And he kind of smiles, as missing a tooth. Looks a little
No.
disgusting.
No
He just
deal.
immediately no. He's like, okay. He shrugs. Okay, 4 magazines, 3 rations. Deal.
You
No.
guys want me to just
Three-
attack
three
the tank so that
magazines.
way he loses his bargaining power?
I mean, go ahead and do what you need to do. I mean,
I say a little louder for Izzy's sake. I say you take 3 rations, 3 magazines in the next 5 seconds, or there is no deal.
All right, so D10 plus D10. All right.
5, 4.
Okay.
3, 2.
You Americans, you drive the
Oh, wait,
hard
no, I did
bargain
it wrong.
there.
Hold on.
Well, it's okay. He agreed within 5 seconds.
let's just see.
Are you gonna go ahead and shoot anyways, is he?
I'm so tempted. So RD10 plus D10. So I'm gonna flip a coin. Hold on.
Roll a D2 on roll 20.
Hold on, wait. Yeah, for the sake of you two, let's go ahead. So how do I do that?
Slash
you're gonna-
our D2.
All right, I'm shooting it.
Did you flip a coin? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I haven't actually done even looked at the vehicle combat rules yet, but let's take a
It
look
should
at this
be-
real quick.
I
It's
think
pretty
it's just a
straightforward.
straight heavy weapon roll for
Yeah.
launchers.
I think you're right.
Okay,
And then
is
we-
there like a fire for like armor, like the front and all that?
Yeah, this is T-72. So just
Yeah, so-
checking that.
Its front armor is 9. I don't know what a dragon does.
Dragon is damage 11, but armor -1. And it does crit 1.
Well, yeah, it's going to be a critical hit on a person.
1d10, so you get extra successes.
So you rolled. If you roll 10 or higher, you get extra successes.
And I may have missed something. Did you actually shoot the tank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So you rolled a 8, which is or you rolled a 7 and a 1. So the 8 or the 7 is a success. That's a
Yes.
hit. And now we're gonna generate the amount of kinetic energy. You roll damage. Now, I have to kind of try and find that though, because there is a
Well-
whole vehicle. Go ahead.
I'm just reading the vehicle rules too.
Okay, cool. Yeah, where did I see that? Is it in the referee's manual or the?
It's
Yeah,
in the
in the
player handbook. Yeah.
Yeah,
What
it is.
page?
Okay, cool.
Let me see. It's just under normal combat, but it's a different part. It's like there's like the first section, which is about personal combat, and then the second section is like launchers and stuff, and indirect fire, which I really want to play with someday.
Yeah, me too.
Give me a mortar.
Oh, here we go. So, yeah, armor rating for. So this is front armor.
Yep. So it was 9 was the front armor for T-72.
Yeah.
But bear in mind,
And then
the
you-
armor is -1, so I don't know what that means. I think it's like 8
Okay.
or something.
I was,
So you,
I was reading that armor rating on a weapon as like to you. So if someone shot you and hit the launcher, it would be a -1 to your armor.
yeah, I think
But I could be
you're
wrong.
right.
With it being an anti-tank weapon, I think it's supposed to be for the vehicle.
Yeah. So it says here, if you penetrate the armor, then you roll on vehicle components. So
Do they penetrate the armor? Because intact T-72 has it says a front armor rating of 9.
yeah, so we
He's
have to
got
roll
a
down.
11 damage on
All right.
his.
Oh, there we go. So then it penetrates. So you see the sparks, you hear the explosion after the launch, kadoosh, and then you roll component damage. So you roll a D10.
All right. I got 6.
Okay, that
Nice.
right into the driver, right into the driver portion of the vehicle. Yeah.
Wait, is there rules for like when you do these penetrations if it cooks the ammo?
Oh yeah, I think.
Yeah, yeah. It can go through and hit the ammo or fuel. Yeah. Now, I think it has to. In the older rules, you could basically, if there's enough energy, every component would subtract some energy from the round as it went through, and it could go through and through depending on how much energy the weapon. So, now was this an explosive attack? Do you know if that
The dragon has blast, but it is
Okay,
armor
then-
penetrating.
So basically, if it's from an explosive attack and you roll multiple successes, the fuel on the tank catches fire, and everyone inside the vehicle is exposed to
Can I
fire.
push
So, sure.
All right.
Well, would you improve it because you roll a 1 because you can't push the 1?
No,
Oh,
but-
that's right. No, yeah, I think you have to roll 2 1s to get a mishap.
It's a mishap.
But
Yeah.
when you push, you re-roll every dice that didn't show a 1.
Oh, that's right. So you could
Oh, so
roll
then-
if he rolls a 10 or higher, then that's multiple successes.
So do
But
I roll?
I think it's more likely that he rolls worse than that's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Do I still roll
You're probably
2d10, or am I just rolling 1?
You would just roll 1, so you wouldn't really improve your chance of success.
Mhm.
But you've been wrong before. So that's an 8.
Same thing, right? So that doesn't improve your roll, basically. I think, right?
Well, no, if I push and I get a success, that helps.
Oh, that's another success.
Yeah.
You're right. So yeah, and you get so then the tank explodes into flames. The fuel explodes, and there it goes. Whoosh. It starts cooking off.
I turn around quickly and make a cutting of the throat motion to Jake, because I don't have a weapon on me.
Yeah.
This is not a good situation.
I'm gonna just tell the guy is hands up as I come out with the AK-74. All of that.
Or was it
Yeah,
Jake,
I'm-
or was it Izzy has the sniper rifle set up?
Yeah, I've got the sniper. I'm definitely aiming at him, ready to drop him.
All right, I'm in the. I'm gonna turn on the Jeep engine or shift the gear and move it up slowly. I want to
Okay.
towards the blockade.
Okay, cool. So I made a mistake that even though I was excited by the rules catching fire, that doesn't catch fire. You see the sparks, the penetration, smoke comes out of the open hatches, but you don't see a fire erupt.
But did I still kill it?
So it was a good hit, but it doesn't cook off or anything like that.
Is it still dead?
You just saw the penetration. You don't know whether or not it's dead or not, but you definitely was a straight on hit. You still see the sparking, smoking hole in the front glacis, but you can't really tell if there's no activity seemingly coming from the tank. Okay, so there's a moment of stunned surprise as our man on the road, his name's Paul, by the way.
Paul.
He spins around and he looks at the tank in the distance, and then he turns around and looks back at Jim on the road. He's got shock on his face. He goes, "What? No trust?"
Hey, I mean, I counted, but I guess my buddy didn't want to wait. He took too long to accept our deal.
Okay, so he starts backing up towards the ditch, and
All right.
so I guess, and he says, he smiles at you. Says, "So deal's off, I guess. Then is that all?"
I guess so. And I go towards my machine gun and look back towards the Jeep at guy with the sniper.
Okay, so we'll just roll initiative real quick. Although it's never a quick thing. We're gonna try and get this sorted out. What were you gonna say, Izzy?
I was gonna say, well, do we roll a D? Like,
Yeah, we'll roll a d10, and then, like we did last time, we'll try and sort out your position on this.
Boom.
oops.
So let me know what you rolled, Izzy.
Oh,
Rolled a 2.
I got a 10.
I rolled a 2. I think I
got
rolled a
one.
2 first, so I think I'm the higher 2.
Fair enough.
So that was Jim rolled a 2.
Yep, and then Berta also rolled a 2, but later, so she'll be the second 2.
Okay. And so let's see, we got now who was this character right here on the road? This squatting character. Is that Katzman?
10 or 4.
Okay. Let's
Because
see.
Katzman is
Yeah, because I didn't. I'm gonna try and get this sorted out a little better. So you were 10
I
or
think
4. Okay, cool. I'll make you a guy. And we'll add a turn for you. And what was your roll, Katzman? You rolled a 9. Looks like. Cool. And then 10 that will be Jake, right?
That's Jake. Yeah.
Okay. Let's make sure your token is controlled by you. And yeah, we'll add your turn. And what did Jake roll? Jake, what was
Sorry?
your roll? What
Oh,
was
I
your
rolled a
roll
10.
for a 10? Okay. So, wait, I got the wrong character. I think I made this guy number 4 you.
Yeah, I
got
think
it
so.
backwards. Yeah, well, like Katzman.
varies. We can positions.
Yeah, okay. So 4 will make Katzman, and 10 will make Jake. So Jake, get rid of this character real quick and put you back in there. Oh, still got you as Katzman. Anyways, we'll make you 10. Change your name to Jake. Spoink. There we go. And then we got Berta, right?
So a 2 or whatever.
Okay, we'll make her 3 since she rolled right after Jim, kind of thing. And then we'll add Paul in here too.
Oh, is low good? Okay.
Yeah, Lowe's good.
All right.
And Paul. All right. And then this ascending, yeah. Oh, I haven't rolled Paul yet, so let's roll Paul. Yeah, so
Well, that's not bad news for Paul.
yeah, that's for sure. We'll push him to 11. Okay, Izzy. So you're just took out that tank, as far as you can tell. You see smoke coming out of the open hatches. Loader, driver, commander hatches all have smoke coming out. You glance to your right and you see this Paul guy backing up, kind of with his hands up, but it looks like he's turning to run. So you get 2 fast actions or a fast and a slow.
Well, I'm going to aim and fire.
Okay.
As he's like a dog, she interprets retreat as a challenge.
So on the modifiers, I'm just going to open up the Gabe. If you look in the handouts, I copied some of the tables and
Yeah, I
stuff
forgot about
with
that.
game. So the only modifier I think we're going to have here, since you're aiming, you won't have a negative modifier, and you're not making a called shot or anything. Short range. And he's not prone. He's not quite moving yet, so you don't have a moving thing. So there's really no other modifiers.
All right, so it's basically just D10, D10. Okay.
Yeah.
Should be over pretty quick.
With good ammunition.
Oh, I'm gonna push that.
And how much ammunition, too?
Oh,
Add your
yeah.
ammo dice in there.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know I was
so-
supposed to. So what do I do for ammo?
So you
Yeah.
add the amount. I think the rate of fire for your shotgun is 2. Is that right?
Yeah, it's 2.
So you can choose to roll 1d6 for ammo dice or both d6s for ammo dice. And I know your magazine for
it's
your
10.
spaz is
50
15 is
yeah.
10 rounds.
Yeah, it's 10.
So you technically, in theory, you could empty your
Yeah, I'll mag them.
shotgun. So, but since you're pushing, let's just roll it for the second one. So you roll those dice again, and then add 2d6 if you want to go like full auto, basically with your spaz 15.
10 plus 2d6.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Mishap.
Oh.
No, that's on the ammo dice. Does that
Yeah.
still mishap?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's still a mishap.
God
Oh
damn it.
shit.
So, but you
I
did
think
get
it's a
multiple
jam.
successes. But you still get the multiple successes, I believe, with the 10. But then your weapon has a mishap. So it's basically jams on the last
Shit.
on the second round. So but you still got multiple successes. And I think if you guys, that's not, I'm not incorrect with that, right? He still gets to keep
Yeah.
the success.
I think so long as you don't mishap on the aiming part of the roll, I think you still get the successes, and then it just jams after the successes. Is my
That's
understanding.
Well, I'm just firing so hard and then it just fucking jams. So, so my gun does 3 damage, has crit 4.
So you get 2 successes, so that's a 5 total, I think, or is it 4 total?
The damage is 3, and
So-
with each success, I think you add the weapon damage again for the next success.
So 6 damage.
Well, wouldn't it be? Wouldn't you roll the hit location
Yes,
twice?
let's roll the hit location
and then
twice.
if it's in the, and then if it's in the same place, then it's 6 damage and thus a crit. I think is how it
So
works.
I'm reading the weapon rule. I don't know. I don't need like correct people. I'm just reading it right now. It just says the weapons. If you're successful, you do. If you roll extra, if you're successful, you do the weapon damage. If you roll extra, you deal just 1 additional point of damage
Okay,
for extra success rolled.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's still
Thanks.
crits because you go up from if you 3 to 4 damage, and that triggers a crit.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
So what do
So
I
roll location. You can roll location for twice if you want, or
Yeah.
you can just roll 1 location.
Well, would
happy.
twice mean that like I hit in each of those locations?
Yeah, but then it might reduce the crit.
Okay.
I don't know. That's minor. I think we'll keep the crit, but you can choose which location to crit in.
Okay. Well, I'll roll. So is it a D6 or a D10?
Yeah, a D6. 6 is head,
Oh,
1 is legs.
head.
Ooh. Okay. So you want to put all your
All of it
damage into the head?
headshot.
Okay. So then that's a crit, and then you go to the crit table for the head, and you roll a D10. And
Okay.
since you have an extra success, it says you can roll 2d10, I think, if
Okay.
you have extra successes. Let's just see. Yeah, if the damage of your attack is equal to twice the weapon's. Oh no, if you happen to do more damage over twice your crit threshold, then you roll 2d10s.
So I'm
But you
rolling
just
one.
roll
Thanks.
1d10. Yeah. So roll a 10-sided, 7. Oh, you basically hemorrhaged his brain. So he's down. And the damage you did was 4 total, right?
Yeah.
All right. So down he goes. His helmet goes. Oh, yeah, he had a helmet on. American Kevlar helmet. So we'll see if the helmet gives him some armor protection.
Izzy is shooting from below, so this is going through his face, not through the helmet.
Yeah.
That's a good point. You're down there in the ditch. But we could say
The helmet's a
50% chance.
Yeah.
The helmet's a 1.
So I'm going to say 50% chance the helmet takes the hit. Okay. So I'll roll a d6. If 1, 2, or 3, it's in the face. 4, 5, or 6, it's in the helmet.
Shit.
So it looks like a helmet protected. So it takes 1.
I hate to be a downer, but if it's you have a 311R? You have a
What?
shotgun.
What's
Which shotgun do you have?
Spaz
Is it?
15. And it was homebrewed.
Yeah, homebrewed.
What's the armor? What's the armor rating?
It's 1.
Oh yeah.
So then that he only takes 2 damage. He doesn't even crit.
Oh yeah. But it blows his helmet right off his head. So he's still I'm gonna say he's stunned. He hits the ground. He takes 2 damage, and he's not critted. So the helmet saved his life through a lucky roll, but he's wounded and stunned. So he lands on the ground. So that's your turn, Izzy. Well done. And then Jim's turn. Got two.
I'm gonna. Well, how would I do the jump into the ditch and grab my machine gun? I think that's
Oh, you
all I
already
would be able to
grabbed
do
it.
in a turn.
You're
No,
right.
I was moving towards it. I don't know if I got to grab it.
Yeah. You were moving towards it, so you can easily get to your gun and pick it up, and that we could call that a fast action.
Okay.
And then you still have a slow action.
I'll just spray and pray in his direction. Whatever. I'll take the
Okay.
-2.
Okay, so you go down to the ditch. He's up on the hard attack, and also he is prone, so there'll be another further -2. He just hit the ground.
So I think I'm down to just my high roll at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've got a D8 in agility and a D6 in ranged combat, so my low die is just gone.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does that also take away my high die, or do you just
Yeah.
continuously take away from the low die?
So first you take away all the low die. You take what was it, a D? You had a what and a what?
I have a D8 agility and a D6 ranged combat. That might actually mean that I have nothing.
No,
So then
so-
you would just roll ammo dice, and it would be suppressing him.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll try suppressing him. I'll roll 4d6
Oh, and-
of ammo dice.
Okay, nice. And technically, he's suppressed already with being shot in the head.
Oh,
so,
right. I might just go on. Yeah, double suppression. I'll just be ready then. I guess
okay.
I can't overwatch because I did a fast action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to.
Actions if you sacrifice your slow action, so you can just do an aim.
Oh yeah,
Which
I'll
is-
do a name. I'll be
Okay.
ready. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Okay. Well done. So you're back in the ditch manning the GPMG. And then it's Bertha. So Bertha, you heard a shot. You saw a helmet fly about 10 feet in the air off this guy. And then the guy go about 10 feet into the ground in the opposite direction.
So yeah,
You
he looks fucked. Let's see. I want to figure out. Like, yeah, I was gonna do it myself. That pig. But I'm gonna look around. I'm just double checking this. I just want to see if he actually has any goons around, like he
Cool.
was threatening. But is that a fast or slow action?
We'll call that kind of a free action, I think. You quick scan.
All right, I'll roll recon. Any modifiers on that?
No, just do a straight up.
Okay, that's a D10, D8 for me.
Yeah, I guess this is sort of a roll for what you were looking at already.
Mm-hmm.
D10 plus D8. All right, that's one success.
Nice. It really looks abandoned. You don't see anyone bailing out of that tank. You don't see any other people running. You see no activity in the area.
All right. I see.
knew
Looks like the machine gunner guy out. Well, let's see. Who's number 9 again? Who's
that's
the guy right in front of my Jeep?
Yeah.
that's
Number 4.
yeah, right here.
No, right. Yeah. Mhm.
I think that's Katzman.
I'm gonna yell
Four.
at Katzman and Polish, unfortunately, just to get out of the way, and then I'm going to. I'm gonna drive up. I'm still nervous about the tank. I don't want this to be don't want this to be a stationary target.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna drive over and maybe actually I might even just run this guy over. So yeah,
Wow.
I'm just gonna roll. It should be fast enough. So can I make that? Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hexes. Can I do that in one round or?
Yeah. Let's say by the end of the round, you put it in first gear, and you're just putting it into second when you get up to his spot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'll just roll. I just got a D. It's a road, so I got just a D10 and drive. And I have a 1. That's a
Oh.
mishap. What happens to the Jeep when I when I hit pedal to the metal.
Okay, so yeah, your right tire gets into the soft gravel at the side of the road, and it just pulls you over into the ditch. So you're not damaged.
We
You
let the
just
teenager
slid over
down.
into the ditch.
Also, I think so. Who's also? I think you're in the Jeep with me. Again, just trying to think that's Jim or
I
Jay.
think I was in the Jeep with you, so I'm like, oh, great.
No, I got out of the Jeep.
Yeah,
Jake
Catsman
is out
was
of the
in-
Jeep.
No, Katzman was out of the Jeep. If I'm the only person in the Jeep, that's fine. I thought there was one other person in the Jeep.
Okay.
I think
I
Catsman
think-
was.
I think it was Catsman. So both you guys are now in the ditch. So the Jeep does scrape against the right side of the ditch, and it's at about a 30-degree angle, tipped over. It's not irrecoverable, but you definitely come to a lurching halt.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck her. That was somebody to spend my I think that was. So I guess yeah.
Let's
I
call
guess
that
that's probably a slow action. So I'm just gonna spend the rest. I'm just gonna be fiddling with and trying to get into reverse. So we'll
Okay.
worry about that next round.
That sounds good. This Paul guy must have a guardian angel looking over him. So, Catsman, you went along for the ride, you grabbed the dashboard with both hands, and end up in the ditch.
Yes, I am smart enough to put on seatbelts. Does the airbag go off, or does it not work?
I don't. What airbag?
Yeah.
UAZ, what are you talking about?
There's no airbag yet.
Yeah. I'm
You're
just
okay.
gonna look at Pavel and be like, "Do you surrender?"
Okay, so yeah, you look over and past Berta in the front seat, and just yell up at Paul in Polish or broken English or Russian or
Yeah,
whatever.
just say surrender.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's
uh,
sure. He turns and looks at you. His eyes are wide open. He looks really dazed. He's kind of struggling to get up, but he's unsuccessful. He looks like he's out of it.
Okay, then. It's gonna take a fast action to disembark, isn't it? So because it
Yeah.
has to be like, unbuckle all of that, and I'll just have be by him, and then have like the gun pointed at him, just telling him just give up.
Okay.
Just do it.
Yeah. He looks out of it completely. Yeah. Okay, so Jake, you saw the car take off, end up in the ditch. Catsman get out. Looks like he's got the guy covered, and he doesn't seem like a threat. Do you have any actions you want to take?
Yeah. I'm just gonna approach.
Okay.
Feels like it's unnecessary to.
Yeah. So at this point, yeah, you don't see anybody else. The tank might have been a ruse, since it didn't brew up, and you don't see any guys clamoring out. Doesn't seem to be anyone else around at this point. So, what do you guys want to do? This guy's
if we have
dazed.
someone that can, yeah. What I'm going to do is we're going to have this as our means to get to Wooge as one of our stopping points, since he says he's from that village. And then his grandmother or mother is going to hit him a lot.
Do we want to take a look at the tank to see what's serviceable in it and what's destroyed?
1 second,
Yeah,
I need to do this for the Jeep.
Well, yeah, I'm yelling at Izzy, just asking the Warieka to get over here and help me with this stupid piece of shit, of crap.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go search around in his camp.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna reload my shotgun as I'm walking over there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, cool. So I'm down to 3 max because conveniently I fired off 2 shots, and I had 2 left over in my magazine after last session. So now 3 full
Nice.
mags.
And just when I'm playing this game, sometimes
if you ever wanted to shoot just one shot, like if you said, I'm just going to fire one shot, then we would just make it one shot. We'd probably still roll the D6 ammo dice to see if you got an extra success or a mishap, but it wouldn't count, let's say, if you rolled a 6 as 6 rounds. If you wanted to just say, I'm going to shoot one shot, that would be cool with me.
All right,
I wouldn't take that for a machine gun, but yeah, no, that makes sense for
Yeah.
everything else.
Well, I think a
Right.
machine gun doesn't have a single shot setting, does it?
I'm not sure. The M240 might not. I know that the 249 does.
Yeah,
249
it depends on the
what?
gun. Like a single shot selector.
Oh,
Yeah, it depends on the gun. So Jake, so Berta and looks like Jim are gonna try and get the Jeep out of the ditch.
Yeah, I did a tech test to actually get the Jeep working because it's a UAZ, and I assume I have like, with actual like skills and all of that, like a 10 in intelligence Zeta tech, I'm familiar with my own country stuff. So I'm like, yes, this is what's problem. You in touch.
Yeah, and it's not too
And then
much.
I go grab the belt from Pavel and replace the broken belt in the Jeep.
All right. I'm happy. I'll give it over to Izzy or whatever. I'm gonna go. Looks like go look past the dead man, and I don't know. Does he have a decent gun? Just have the shitty pipe gun. I want to swap it out if possible.
No, he doesn't have a weapon on him except for a knife, and he's not dead yet. Actually, he's just stunned. He took 2 to the head, but is survived by his helmet saved his life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He's just
I'm thinking we're gonna take him to the village, let them know he's doing that sort of thing, and then let them know that because he's still a member of that village, and it'd probably be bad to kill someone from there if we're stopping.
Mhm.
I assume the mine is fake, but do we have any way to safely detonate it?
grenades. Izzy just kind of bounces one of her 6 grenades in her hand.
Well, no,
I would actually know this because I actually have the specialties of improvised munitions, so I would be able to tell if it's actually working or not.
Mhm. So meanwhile, you guys are talking about the mines. And Jake, you said you were going to walk down to the under the bridge, check out this guy's bivouac, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna check out his camp, see if there's anything useful in there.
Okay, yeah, he does have a little trench system. It might not have been his. It might have been from a previous engagement. Maybe the Soviets had dug this, but the trench system goes along the side of, and then underneath the bridge, like this, and then along this this bank down here at the side, there's another trench that travels along the side of this canal. But down near the bottom, just essentially right here, is looks like was his living quarters. There's a covered tarp, sort of Russian tarps. There's a little cooking pot over a stove, and you find a couple of units of wild food. Plus, there is a AKR, a submachine gun.
AKR.
Yeah, and it's pretty rusty and looks poorly maintained. But there's a single reload with it.
Okay.
There's
AKR
stat. I think it's Russian. Isn't that what they call it? The AKR?
Is that in the equipment list, or is that home?
Oh, maybe
No,
maybe
it's not
not.
the Russian, the Soviet equipment list.
It's not, eh? So I
Not
thought
in
the
the-
AKR was.
That's not on the Polish equipment list either.
Oh, okay.
It's the
Oh, you're
bison.
talking about a type of 74, right?
Yeah.
They just
Let's
have.
call it-
They don't call it like those like variants. It's just a 74. So you
Okay.
can
Let's just call it. Let's call it an AKM. Another AKM. And let's see.
All right.
Yeah, and so also you find a stack of
Shotgun shells.
no Eastern European pornographic magazines, and then there's also a bunch of empty bottles plus one full bottle of vodka.
Okay, we got fuel.
And then also there's a stash of gear, so you can roll stuff that he's scrounged and maybe blackmailed off of travelers in his role as a bridge troll. So there's a table in here for scrounging, and it's got kind of like a whole bunch of cool stuff on it. Why don't we just roll a couple times on that table to see what kind of useful stuff you can get out of it. So
Okay.
it's a D100 roll. It's on page 138, I'd say. Oh, 95. So that's hey, more you found some wine, but it looks maybe undrinkable. It's pretty old.
Vinegar.
Yeah.
It's still alcohol for it.
Yeah, roll 2 more times.
Come on, Jim.
Whoa.
Holy shit. Roll
Roll
twice.
twice.
So
Yes.
3 more times now.
This guy's
Yeah.
a nice stack. Yeah.
86. A
Trombone.
trombone.
Great. It's a decent value.
Yeah, it is decent value. That's awesome.
I'm a trumpet player, so close enough for role playing.
Donald
Face
Duck
mask,
face
Donald
mask.
Duck.
Donald Duck face mask. Nice.
Ah, yes.
And very-
American
Hey,
bullshit.
Twilight 2000.
Oh my god.
Hilarious. Okay, wow. He was a role
Okay,
player.
One more time.
Yeah, one last time.
And a photo of a happy family. Well, I guess that'll help us find his family in the town.
Great.
Yeah, no doubt.
Did I see anything in the scrap pile that would work as a pintle? Because I'm not seeing anything on this list that could, but if there's a lot of scrap there, that sort of makes sense that there might be like a stick or something we could weld in.
Yeah, over on the northern side of the road, Izzy had indicated a junk pile, and when you go over there, you definitely find some like there's pieces of old bed frames, pieces of chairs, pieces of gear that you could fashion into a machine gun mount for that UAZ.
Okay, I grab what I think are the best 2 candidates and bring them back to the Jeep. Or back
Okay.
to the road until we get the Jeep back on the road.
Okay.
Dude,
I
are you?
got a success on that, and then I went to look on the mine.
Yeah.
Due to the fact that I have improvised munitions, that actually gives me a bonus. I rolled 2 successes, so I'm just busy looking at all these things.
Did you say you rolled 2 successes?
Yeah, 6 and 8.
Oh yeah, great. Yeah, these mines are kaput. They're just fake. They've got a detonator screwed into it, but the detonator is doesn't even looks like it's the wrong size. It's just there for show.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take those things. I'll be like, oh, we can make golden bombs.
Yeah, because the mine themselves are, although they're old and rusty, they have the explosive element still intact. They just don't have detonators. So one's an anti-personnel mine and one is an anti-vehicle mine.
And I'll let them know I can get that working. No worries, no worries.
Yeah, that's some good explosive.
I want Donald Duck mask.
Have it.
Has anybody grabbed the AKM yet?
I grabbed that. Yeah.
I yell at you to pass it over. I need a decent gun. If you want to be helpful.
Is that for
Sure.
Berta?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, I am American sailor Donald Duck.
American Sailor, Donald Duck. Nice. That's very intimidating if you want to be super scary.
Hey, buds, you want to play some role-playing game later? I think we could play this Twilight 2000. Let's see what they thought the future would look like.
Oh, it's entirely accurate.
Yeah. They're like mind readers or fortune tellers over there at that game company. Nice. Okay, so you've gathered up, and this guy Paul is now sitting up on the road. He's pretty dispirited. It hasn't talked or said a word since he got his marbles back under control. Getting the Jeep up on the road wasn't too difficult. There's no damage to it. It's a hardy vehicle, but it's all scraped up on the passenger side. Passenger side door needs an extra big shove, both passenger side doors, to get it open. You could give it some maintenance on your next maintenance shift to maybe fix that up, but in the meantime, it's going to be tricky to get in and out on the passenger side. So, what is your plan next? You keep on trucking, or consolidate here, or head south, or you want to interrogate this Paul guy a little bit?
Yeah, we're gonna be taking him back to his village, dropping him off. Then we're gonna go ahead and see if we can get some lodgings there, and just hold down for a while.
How are we supposed to explain that we shot him in the head and try to run him over?
Well, we were so wildly unsuccessful at running him over. I don't think we have to explain that one.
No. We just say is he wanted to be not nice to our lady friend Bertha, and that's got her angry.
Yeah, speaking of that, I got this nice AK. What's the reliability rating on that? You said it was
this
rusted.
one is this one's at C. So the
I know,
3.
It's still a minor upgrade, but
Mhm.
yeah, I'm gonna as my shift action, I'm just gonna have him. Me and him are gonna be in the back of the car, and I'm just gonna have my be poking my new AK in his foot the whole way through.
I'll give you my 74 as I go, and I can do a tech test to work on that AK, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, we got one meg of the Soviet ammunition.
I think we've got a whole bunch. From the previous time we played, we had a small encounter, and there was, I think, at least 3 or 4 mags of Russian ammo.
Am I the only person?
At the start.
Am I the only person that uses it right now?
It might be. I think everyone else is, except for maybe Katzman. I forget what Katzman's carrying.
Katzman is carrying a 74, which uses different caliber ammunition from the AK.
Oh, okay, you're right.
Yeah.
So you got is 762, or how much 545 do you have, and how much 762 do you have?
I have 5 magazines worth of 545, so I can let you borrow my AK. While I go
But
your AK.
I don't need. But that's the wrong caliber for me since I got the AKM. How much did we find at his biovac?
Just 1 meg.
Just one.
Yeah, I got a mag. It's fine. It's fine for now.
Oh
Well,
no,
we
we can switch guns while I go repair your thing while this thing is driving.
Okay, sure. Yeah. It's just for the interrogation purpose, for the intimidation purposes. Sure.
One thing, it also has a bayonet, so you can poke him with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass the drive by just cutting things into his shoes. Not too deep.
Nice. Okay, cool. So the goal, Katzman, you were suggesting driving onto Whoosh, where he said he was from. Do you want to talk to him at all before you set out on this trip, or?
Loads is that way, yeah, because then we can still get down to Krakow. So yeah, that's still fine. Yeah. So I'll interrogate him as that's going on.
I thought his village was was this.
No, he's from Wooge.
Okay.
Yeah, he's. Mhm.
So to Wooge we go.
Okay. So you pile in the vehicle. Now it holds 6 plus a driver, so I think that's enough for everybody. It's very cozy in there. And let's see. I'm just reading in chat here. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, he so do you have any specific questions for him, Catherine?
Yeah, I'm going to be asking about all the stuff in Woosh, the people there, everything, just to get the general disposition of what's it like now. Because he's a bit far from it.
Yeah, I'm fairly far, but he basically is kind of depressed right now. Like he's still a little drunk, but he's really kind of looks pretty bummed about the turn in fortunes. I think he thought he had a pretty sweet gig going there at the bridge. So he isn't putting up any resistance, but so he does say, yeah, Wooge is Russian camp now. lots of Russians there. All between here and there. You guys won't last long. If you thought my bridge was tough, you're heading into trouble. In fact, you just let me out here so I don't burn in the next explosion. That's what he says to you. He only looks up and meets your eye once during that whole
Yeah,
thing.
I wonder if he realizes I'm wearing the Soviet uniform.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe he's clumped all of you together as Americans. But yeah, so he's not really looking
Yeah,
at you so much.
guys, I could talk with my countrymen and convince them we are just going to head south. If they want kielbasa, I can stop and get some for them when we're heading back up.
If you think you can explain me away, bud, you go right ahead.
Yes, they will be amazed at the magical land of Nova Scotia.
So yeah, I mean that is a risk if you are because obviously Fifth Division, your home division, was just destroyed for all intents and purposes by Russian divisions. That was just like within the last 24, 72 hours. And the area is still crawling with elements of those Russian forces. The war is still on, technically.
Yeah,
So-
but the thing is, guys, please make sure you do not wear like big American flag thing. Look like local, like Pavel.
Okay, so you're going to keep on heading.
Bertha does not look like she's actually a soldier, right?
No, obviously
No.
not. I think I have like a cheap, like a relatively cheap imported like a jean jacket that was wearing when the
Yeah, it's
got
the
separated.
coveted American blue jeans, right?
Yeah, blue jean jacket was all the rage back at home until things went shit.
And like a T-shirt that says Ramones.
Oh yeah, but it's misspelled. It's a bootleg. It's just
Like
Ramones with an O instead of two O's. So just Ramones.
Romaines.
No, it's like the big, like amazing thing in your village was when you got that shirt because it's amazing.
Now you
All
do
right.
have three. There are three guys in your Jeep, though. The Canadian Jim, Jake, the U.S. Spec Ops guy, and Izzy, also U.S. That are a little hard to pass off as, uh, Eastern Pac forces.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be a bit hard, so I'll probably have to approach loads and just talk and just see what's going on.
Mhm.
Well, what are we gonna do when we get to the river? Because if will they have, how are we gonna cross? How are we gonna get this thing across the bridge if the Soviets are still occupying that area, occupying the region? Like that's going like that. How are we going how are we going to handle this problem?
Just try to just be like, I tend to just focus on the matter now instead of just. You don't know if Bridge is still there.
Good point. Then shouldn't we just get to Sirdas and just figure out what the hell's going? If we get some more
Mhm.
information.
Yes, we'll
Yeah.
make sure. Yes, if anything, let's check if Sirdas is not independent. I'll go ahead and see if it's countrymen. Talk with them and get general lay.
Okay. So, continuing heading down the highway and going at a moderate to fast clip, I take it. And
Yeah.
let's see. Yeah. So, Jim, you're on recon again, and I think there can
Oh,
be
me?
more
Jake?
than one. Or sorry, Jake,
Yeah,
you're doing recon, and I think you can have more than one person reconning. It might give a help, but let me just check.
I did see something about that.
Spotting. Hmm. Yeah, where did I see that?
It doesn't specifically. It says some activities can be performed by several of the characters at the same time.
Yeah. So maybe if you pick another person to help, then you'll get a bonus on the dice. Step up your high dice one step. Unless it's already at 12, then
Well, I think that's going to be our friend Jim.
okay.
All right.
Are you saying
Cool.
somebody could
So-
boost Jim?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so that's a success. So you're traveling along again on the highway, and you see another looks like a roadblock up ahead. Now you have an option to back off. At this point in your trip, you can see through the tall trees along the left side of the highway. The road slowly, or on the right side, the road slowly arcs around to the southeast, and way up ahead there, probably a kilometer, you see an armored vehicle. Looks like a BMP, and a roadblock of some kind across the highway. I love how cocky Izzy.
Yeah, okay, I'll put it.
Have infinite rocket launchers.
What now?
Yeah, Izzy, you want to take out another another vehicle here?
Izzy just eagerly nods.
Oh, we got something coming up.
Yeah, 1 second. Jay, can you figure out who is at the roadblock?
I mean, if they are your countrymen, maybe we can get through.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
if it's countrymen, hopefully they'll let us through unless they're like some asshole from another village.
Okay, it looks like these are Soviet vehicles. Based on your knowledge, you see that there's also some dismounts there.
Dismounts as in just
Okay,
infantry
yeah.
standing up.
Say again, sorry?
Dismounts as in infantry just standing about.
Yeah, they're on the road standing. There's some kind of debris across the road as well.
Okay, cool. I'll go ahead, disembark, and then just come in, just letting them know it's like, Patruga, friend.
Oh, so you want to tell them keep driving up and go right up to them?
No, I'll go disembark and
Well, we're a kilometer away.
Yeah.
Don't use Padruga. That's a female friend. You probably want to use Druk, which is a male friend.
It depends on like that. Like a real good friend is like that. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
The words like change depending on what you're doing. Like if you're going through or by someone too. So like
Cool.
the type of cheese being referenced that changes the noun.
Makes sense.
Okay, so you're gonna dismount and walk the kilometer up to them?
I'm gonna try to
that's
see
fine.
if they can get me a bit closer because I really do not want to walk all that way, but I will if it means my new friends are safe.
Okay. So, so basically, the rest of you guys in the vehicle. So there's a Soviet roadblock up ahead. Katzman's gonna go and try and bluff them. You guys all on board?
Well, Izzy will definitely
Sounds
get
good
in
to me.
position to take out the BMP if it causes a problem.
I'll put the 240 out of sight and try to look as Russian as I can. I steal
No, wait.
I steal Paul's hat.
So,
Okay, sounds good.
Is it possible for me to be somewhere hidden that I could shoot the tank or the BMP if it?
If you want to dismount here and sort of be
On
stealthily
Overwatch.
approaching,
Yeah.
okay.
Like while
So
they're keeping the soldiers preoccupied, because I mean I'm clad in U.S. woodland fatigues.
Yeah.
So I'm not exactly like Soviet material.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, that is why I suggest you just wear like you can wear pants, t-shirt, good, jeans, better.
Okay, sounds good. So you get out and start making your way sort of in the ditch, right?
Who, me?
With your RPG, yeah.
Yeah.
Izzy?
Yeah, Izzy will
Okay.
be moving with a dragon.
And just-
well, if we're all getting out, I'll come. I'll spot for Izzy. Since I got good.
Okay,
reach.
so
I'm staying in the UAC.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
You have okay. You have prisoner.
Yeah, someone has to stay with the prisoner.
I'll stay at the prisoner
actually-
for now.
Okay, I'll sit in the driver's seat. I'm not good at driving, but if need be, I can drive in a straight line. Giving a side eye to
To make sure I
to
get
Berta.
ready for back. I give her the repair at 8 a.m. So
okay, so let's see. So we got in the Jeep, we got Berta got out, or Berta stays in the
I'm
Jeep?
staying in now.
Okay. And who's driving again?
Jim is.
Okay.
The machine gun's in the passenger seat, wheel well.
Okay.
I'll take off my helmet and my my uniform jacket so that I look a little less Canadian.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay
And,
in the. I'm gonna stay in the passenger seat.
And is that-
Okay. Then I'll keep the machine gun somewhere. There's not many places in that Jeep.
cram it behind the front
just make
seats,
sure you
maybe.
don't drop it up Pavel's lap.
Yeah. So that's Jake in the passenger front seat?
Yeah.
Okay, Jim driving. Berta in the back with the prisoner.
Mhm.
And Izzy's in the ditch. Who did anyone else get a dismount besides Katzman? No, that's it, right? So we got Jim and Jake in the front seat, Berta and Paul in the back, Izzy and Katzman on the road. I got everybody, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. So you guys are driving along at sort of a walking pace and Katzman's out in front. Is that correct assumption?
I'll try and make sure, let them know, is my friend to just stay really far behind. I just want these people at the blockade to just see me, as I'll just
Mhm.
talk with them.
Okay. So the vehicle's pretty big. They might spot your vehicle. Anyway, since you're on the hard top and this is open country, more or less, there are trees and stuff along the way, but it's a little hard to, if they're going to close the distance, it might be pretty obvious. But
Yeah,
regardless,
A UAC is not that suspicious,
True.
on its own, because
True, true.
it's a Soviet vehicle.
and it's not threatening in itself. In fact, it's more endearing than anything.
Oh,
So-
before he leaves,
Do it.
so like
Harry.
I was gonna say before he leaves, I'm gonna say to Katzman left, right?
Katzman, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say to Katzman, when it's safe, motion for us to come along. I'll drive up.
Okay, cool. I'll see if I can also get some different clothing for you. What is your boot size?
26.
Okay. I gotta remember, does the Canadians use the US size or Europeans?
U.S. size. I'm making a joke that because he's a large guy, he's also got huge feet.
Okay, so a man from Nova Scotia is Tom.
26. Awesome. Cool. So it looks like Gabe, I saw you're gonna have to leave quick.
Pretty soon. I haven't gotten the word though, so I have like another
Okay.
game I scheduled, unfortunately, back to back.
That's cool.
Or just didn't know. But yeah, I'm good for now because that one got delayed actually.
Yeah, that's cool. And maybe we'll play up this this moment here with Katzman. Maybe we'll call it after that, anyways. But so Katzman, you guys got your plan together. Katzman's walking up, gonna try his Jedi mind tricks.
Just general conversation. It's like, okay, yeah.
Okay, so as you're walking up, the Jeep is way back, maybe engines running and slow roll, but staying at least 500 meters away. Is that a good guess?
Yeah.
Okay, and so Catherine, you're walking up. These soldiers are alert. They've see you coming. The BMP is manned. You see a commander sort of in the hatch. The driver's hatch is open. You see a driver, and it's behind sort of looks like the barricade is a portion of a combine tractor that's just been dragged up onto the road. And then you count six dismounts. So your estimation is there's maybe as many as 9 soldiers, including the crew of the BMP. It's an earlier BMP, BMP-1. It's looking like it's had some rough... Say again, sorry?
Does it have an attached anti-tank missile, or is it just the main gun?
It's got it's got the coaxial and the main gun, but it's got the launcher for the anti-tank rocket, but you don't see a rocket mounted.
Oh, so it's just an open cylinder?
Yeah.
Alright, so they fired off their missile, okay.
I guess they met an American tank and it blew up.
I mean, do we see any signs of like a destroyed vehicle?
Nope. So this is some kind of looks like
Very hard.
So yeah, one of the guards, one of the soldiers waves. You see them talking as you're approaching, and they kind of spread out into the ditches on either side. 3 of the dismounts stay up on the road, and or 2 of the dismounts stay on the road, and the other 2 go down on each side of the road. So there's 2 on each side of the 2 in each ditch, and then the 2 up on the road. So they're covering your other approach, and they seem fairly disciplined. They're also scanning the countryside. The vehicle definitely seems operational. It's not idling though right now. They're obviously conserving fuel, but doesn't seem to be disabled. So the guy out in front, he just makes a gesture to you, like keep walking towards him.
I'll actually try and strike a conversation. Just trying to figure out what unit they're from and all that.
Yeah, okay. So he says, "Yeah, come up closer so we can have a talk." He says in Russian.
Yeah, I speak Russian. Can I tell which region he's from with that accent?
Probably Belarusian.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he probably realizes I'm from like Siberia.
Yeah, I gotta slip out now, guys. But thanks. Give me, just you can send me an update, John, if anything happens, and then for future.
Well, I mean,
No
I
problem.
record for my YouTube channel, so if you want to watch the rest of it.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, just look at the link of that. Sounds good.
Thanks, Gabe.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing.
Take care. Nice driving. Nice driving there, Berta.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Right.
Okay, so Katzman, yeah, you're gonna walk up to this guy. It looks like he's probably a sergeant.
Oh my God! Oh my goodness! Jeez, it's nice to see a friendly face.
Yeah, where are you coming from?
God, well, the West. Basically, my unit basically overstretched, and then I got cut off and lost all of them, like all of that. Luckily for me, I was a mechanic back at home, so I was able to get like a Urago going.
Yeah, I see. So, where are you going to?
Well, really, I want to see if we can get home. I mean, you want to go home too, right?
One day, he laughs. We all want to go home, of course. Right now, we got some shitty business to deal with.
The Americans, they're nothing anymore.
Yeah, we can hope so. We have our orders. We're looking for stragglers, not just Americans, but also Polish, maybe even some Russians. He kind of whispers that to you.
Oh, okay, yeah, no worries. I'm not Russian, I'm Jewish. It's sort of a joke thing.
He snorts. So
Oh,
these
yeah.
your friends? These your friends back here in the Jeep in the
Yes,
Ray
yes,
Z?
yes. Basically, gosh, they basically are following me around because when you can fix things, they apparently love you. Like,
Yeah.
how have you been with the BMP? Have you been able to maintain it?
Oh, it's a pain in the ass. It's a pig, but it works still.
How many belts have you sacrificed for the engine?
Yeah, countless a number. It works a little bit longer, but it's our home for now. You notice he gestures, and it's like piled with gear, rucksacks, equipment, but also it looks like there's a pair of bongo drums up there. There's all kinds of stuff. No trombone though.
Yeah. What I was about to say is, wow, amazing. Who plays the bongos here? Does it like someone like raises their hand?
No, it's one of the drivers, Kolya.
Oh my goodness. Boy, my goodness. God. Uh, basically, I heard is we were able to have a foothold in woods.
Yeah, it's a reserve group. We're just trying pulling security here, so um, if you want through, we can make way, but we'll have to take a look in your Jeep.
Yeah. I have one Polish guy named Pavel. He was kind of jerk. Apparently, was threatening all of this. And also, some friends of them decided to help me get through an American sort of group by wearing their uniforms. One of them sounds amazing, though. Like he's like real. Sounds like Elvis Presley, right?
Okay, one of his eyebrows grows up. He maybe some alarm bells are going off in his behind his eyes. But you want to try and do some manipulation?
Here, I'll do a persuasion here as I'm talking about this. All of that. I'm going to really ask him is if he has a music player.
If he has someone who's a musician, you mean?
No, music player, like a Walkman.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Oh, thank goodness. I said so long since I got to hear like Kino and all of that.
Yeah, I'm just looking up the persuasion rules here. So you're gonna try and sweet talk him.
Basically, yeah, I'm going to just get his guard down to realize I'm not at all a threat, and my friends and I probably just want to pass through.
Okay. Cool. Chapter 4. Okay. And I forgot where those rules are. I'm sure we'll show. Here we go. Yeah, so negotiating position and all that stuff. That's interesting rules. Yeah, this is kind of like aliens, right?
Yeah, bargaining. I do have the power and all this, but it's also amendment, so I'm guessing also modification, all of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be willing to roll. Just let me know what is the modifier.
Okay, I'm just checking it out. Just looking at any negative modifiers. You can speak the same language. You guys are all together. He doesn't you outrank him, right?
I'm a private. He just realizes that I had an incredibly shitty day because odds are, unless he asks, he's going to realize no, he knows I mentioned I was a civilian beforehand. So it depends on him too. He's was a contractor.
Okay, so you get I think it's both of there's a negative modifier because he outranks you, but you're positive modifier because you're presenting your case real well. And let's see. I think the sides are equal essentially. And you're not asking him personally for anything.
Yeah, more importantly, if anything, if they ask me, I'll be like, yeah, if you need food, Billy, let me know.
Yeah, they do have more people. So we'll give you a -1 overall modifier. And 1 on there. But that is multiple successes. So well
Yeah,
done.
I guess it's more along the lines of like someone actually recognizes me and are like, oh no, that's Catson, he's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the guys, yeah, exactly. One of the guys does come up and he overheard you with the music player and he opens up his jacket and he's got like one of those bright yellow Walkmans, with the cassette player. Hey, he waves
Yeah,
that at you.
exactly. That are like $700 now.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a dime a dozen back
And
then.
he starts talking about how he's got like American music, rock
Yeah.
and roll, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, and he hands over his headphones. Listen to this. And then the sergeant waves the jeep up, or he tells, yeah, bring him up.
Okay, I come somewhat slowly,
Mhm.
knowing where, or having been watching Izzy the whole time. I sort of pause. I stop next to where Izzy is, so that the jeep's blocking the view of Izzy, and then I get out and I look at the tire, kick it a couple times while Izzy gets in, and then keep driving down the road.
Well done. Izzy, I assume you're on board with that
Yeah,
plan?
sure.
Okay.
Didn't get to blow something up, but Izzy as a team player, so.
Yeah. He's like cursing the whole way, or she's cursing the whole way. Okay, and then you drive up. You drive up.
Okay.
And yeah, the sergeant steps forward with his other guy, but the other guy is just going over the Walkman and standing with Katzman as Katzman listens to his Guns N' Roses. And the sergeant just holds his hand up. He's looking pretty casual as you guys pull up. You can see that around the sergeant, you just have to go through a chicane, basically around the combine, and then around the BMP, and you can go on your way. But I assume you stop for the sergeant.
Yeah.
Okay, so he just walks up to the driver's side, and he just kind of looks in. So he first makes eye contact with you, Jim, and then Jake, and then he looks in the back. Paul's looking all depressed, but he's also kind of shaking a little bit. You get the sense, Bertha, that he doesn't want to get caught by the Russians either. So the sergeant looks to Bertha, though, and back to Jake, but then back to Bertha, and he smiles at Bertha. And he's just, Paul's got blood coming, like drying blood on his forehead and stuff. So he just says in Russian into the Jeep, this guy going to die? You need medical attention? Do any of anyone in the Jeep speak Russian?
Do they know enough from Tatsva just talking, being like,
Taking the cue that he looks a little concerned, I'm just going to say niet.
Okay. So the sergeant looks at you when you say that, and he just kind of looks you up and down. You guys took off your identifying jackets, and there's everything sort of piled amongst you and in the back and stuff. And he just kind of snorts and turns and walks back towards Katzman, and he waves you guys through. So he goes up to Katzman and he says, "All right, you once you get to Siaj, you'll find our headquarters group, and then crossing the bridge into across the river, you'll have another roadblock to meet. So good luck, and when you get to Whoosh, make sure you check out the cinema. It's operating. If you like
Wait,
music,
real
you love
cinema?
movies. Yeah.
Does it have American movies like Cowboys? 'Cause,
Armageddon
yeah, out of character.
with Bruce Willis. Armageddon.
No, like really, like American cowboy movies were really big in the Soviet Union. Like they had to make their own.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so you
Yeah,
managed to get
Buck-
through. I'm sorry? Somebody had a question?
Oh, nothing. No, sorry.
Oh, okay. Cool. So I think at this point, you guys, I'm gonna call it and just say thanks. I know it's a little we're still exploring the rule set and stuff, and I don't know where everything is, so I apologize for sometimes the slow points.
You guys want to go?
But I
over XP
appreciate
right quick?
Say again?
XP right quick. Or
Yeah. Let's go through the
Okay.
XP.
so I have the thing pulled up, so everybody gets a point for participation. Let me mark that.
Cool.
So, did you follow your moral code? Yep.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I'm just defending my family
I blew up a tank.
here.
Cool. Your moral code is just to blow things up.
Yeah, if they need something blown up or shot to shit, you're the girl to do it. So
Let me just check. Let me check out Bertha's moral code too. He forwarded me the character sheet, so she might not have it actually on. He doesn't have it on here, so that's cool.
did you
Go
risk
ahead.
or sacrifice something to realize your big dream? I showed off my shooting and demolition skills.
Yeah. What about you, the rest of you?
Well, I think
I
so.
wa-
I mean, I was just trying to avoid getting all of this fighting, and I'm just trying to find like a place not there. So we're inching toward that. And
Yeah.
being the one guy out in the open doing that was probably that too.
Yeah, that's risky.
We traveled through a hex on the travel map that we had not visited before.
That's true. Yeah. I think you went through. Yeah, you did.
We overcame a dangerous event. Well, one or more dangerous events using violent or non-violent means. We actually did both.
Yeah.
We dealt with the one roadblock, and then Katzman talked through the other one.
Yeah, we'll count that as one experience point
Yeah.
for the
No,
session.
I know. I was just pointing out both.
That's
Did you
cool.
risk your life for your buddy? Jim and I were working pretty closely during that first half.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say that.
Okay.
Both you and
Yeah.
Jim.
Especially since we didn't know that the tank was inactive. I mean, I was standing out in the open, and then you shot at the tank. Both of those are pretty risky.
Yep.
Yeah.
So. What was it?
Now imagine if he wasn't bluffing.
Yeah.
So, that would be 6 in total, and I only wrote down 5. So I'll just correct that. 6. Okay. So yeah, that's all the questions. There are only 6 in this game compared to 9 in Alien.
Right. Okay, cool. Thanks, you guys.
Thanks for running it. Are you doing another one this coming Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. I like exploring this stuff. I'm interested to see how far Catherine wants to go towards Whoosh.
I mean, if you tell me there's a John Wayne film, he's going to be very adamant.
Sounds good. Okay, thanks, you guys. Appreciate it.
No problem, dude. Thanks for
Yeah,
thanks.
thank you.
Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.
See you next week.